Hey, yo, Richmond, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit, but keep moving forward. This is the Italian stallion. Say the one and only Philly when it comes to RVA. I always check out my man, Mike King Biz, on ESPN, 5, 7 a.m. The champ of business talk radio. M, the man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the mic with Mike, the premier business radio program. I had to play that because the man is in the building. And so Jimmy Butt is here. So shout out, that is Philly and Delco's finest. And I'm Philly and Montgomery County's finest. That's us. So we're rocking down here in RVA. Coming to you from the Mike King Biz studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. When Jimmy walks into the building, this is what plays.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Mike King Biz, ESPN Richmond, the champ of business talk radio. Alrighty, Jimmy Butt in the building. So now he doesn't roll solo either. No, he does not. Jimmy does not. So could you fix that? Well, so we are covering Jimmy. We can't cover his mug up on Facebook. Yeah, okay. There we go. Alrighty. So here, Jimmy Butt's in the building. Jimmy, who'd you bring with you?
I brought Sherry Gwen. She's our marketing coordinator for RVA Fashion Week.
All right, Sherry, welcome to the program.
Hello.
Alrighty, so it's a business show. So let's start it off. Tell us who you guys are and what you do.
My name is Sherry. I am the marketing coordinator for Richmond Fashion Week. I'm also the CEO of Urban Academy, which is a brand that is going to be launching in the spring season, and our show is going to be in the fall.
Okay, let's. So you just can't come in here and drop Urban Academy on us. You don't understand how this works. No.
You're supposed to know this, Mike.
Yeah, geez, okay. That's right. If I'd done my homework, I would know. Alrighty, so Sherry, tell us about Urban Academy.
Urban Academy is a Richmond-based brand. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring two different worlds together. So streetwear and this more pin-up collegiate look.
Oh.
And we're bringing it together. That's why we're calling it Urban Academy.
That's good. One thing that Jimmy Butt and Fashion Week does is they uncover some gems that are here. All right, Jimmy, let's get the sales pitch for RVA Fashion Week.
All right, so we are entering our 15-year anniversary. The spring season is starting right around the corner, April 17th to the 23rd. And we are so excited for just an incredible week of programming right now.
When you thought this crazy idea up years ago, what did you think that somebody said 15 years later you'd still be doing this and it would grow to this size?
That's a very deep question.
I know that because this is a very big deal. 15 years.
Yeah, I knew that the city would eventually, catch on to it. My focus has always been to support the local artists and make sure I could survive, the business side of it. And now that we've hit the 15th year, we've really developed unbelievable relationships, throughout the community, especially from the educational side and supporting awesome nonprofits.
Okay, so this year it's a nonprofit that you guys are. It's a friend of the family. So who is it this year?
So we are supporting Girls for a Change, the Richmond International Film Festival. They have the Arts Institute, Better Waters, the Ford Foundation, Andrea Starr.
Shout out to Andrea. You got some cool women that you're rocking with. So Angela Patton, Heather, and then you guys are with the Ford Foundation, Andrea.
Yep. And then, so Angela Patton, she runs Girls for Change. She's incredible. We've been working with her through Sneaker Fest last year.
You guys did the thing over the school this year.
Yeah, so we have a huge show that they're producing. Their girls action team is it's a youth-driven fashion show at the Thomas Jefferson High School.
Okay, so the date for the event is
for Thomas Jefferson show. That's going to be on the 18th.
Alrighty, and so when does Fashion Week start?
Monday, April 17th.
Okay.
And we have one more nonprofit we're supporting.
Okay, who's that?
We just brought on St. Jude.
You guys are going big.
Yes, sir.
We don't play.
Exactly. Whoa. Oh, okay. St. Jude. Okay. Alrighty. So the idea a couple years ago when I first got to know you, then it was you guys were helping mental. It was a lot of the mental health aspect.
Mhm.
So this and has it always been this number of nonprofits that you support?
Yeah, typically around 3 to 4.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so, all right. So let's go down the rundown for the week. Multiple locations, all kinds of events for everybody. Let's go down and tell people some of the highlights of the week.
So Monday we're doing Creative Suites. That's actually my favorite event only because I'm such, what you guys call me, the creative engineer.
Well, you're always a creative.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that. Did you come from a family of creatives?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's easy.
Yeah, well,
You-
both my parents learned the guitar by ear.
Oh, okay. So
So.
you come from that family.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when you don't come from that family and you're creative, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Like I got a creative son. All right. It's like,
Yeah.
and they'll fit in there. He's calligraphy, the dance moves, cutting clothes up.
Mhm.
It's all those things. And you're always trying to, and it doesn't work. So when you have parents who understand and support
Yeah.
that way. So the creative suite is on Monday.
Mhm.
And where is that located?
That is at the Tobacco Company, and Urban Academy is actually going to be helping co-hosting, and that's going to be our pop-up launch party.
So you're going to be co-hosting?
Yes.
You seem rather shy.
Am
So the
That's
co-hosting,
the first time I've ever heard that.
and we've had a conversation about, you're definitely comfortable around the microphone. Yes. So talk about what it's like for you and your brand to kick the week off.
It's very flattering because I know that this opportunity isn't given to just anyone. And so having Richmond Fashion Week not only support us, but support us even before we're officially launching. It's such a compliment.
Okay. Alrighty. Which Tuesday?
Tuesday is Girls for a Change. Yeah.
Oh, that's a fashion show over at TJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when there was a lot of energy that you guys brought to that. I mean, you had some great photo ops. The people were really engaged. What did it talk about mean to bring the young folks into that right there?
I think it's important to bring the young folks in because they are the future. They're going to be changing the face of not just fashion, but society itself. And so I feel like the younger we bring them in, it allows them to allow them to tap into their creativity at a younger age. So then when they get older, they're not going to get shy about tapping into that, because I feel like, I don't know, people, if you don't tap into your creativity at a young age, I feel like older, it can kind of.
It can be a little more difficult.
Exactly.
So you're from here.
Yeah.
What's are you shocked now when you see Richmond as far as the creativity and the scenes on fire? Did you always sort of think it would be, or?
I mean, the thing is, like, I think Richmond has always been creative, but I think with the new, like the Gen Zs now, they're just so out there when it comes to, like, they just go outside of the box. They color outside of the line, which I appreciate.
Everybody didn't always color outside the lines.
Yeah.
And before it was kind of sometimes frowned upon. Like now it's kind of like you are a brand before, whether you make up a name or whatever, you're your own brand. And even when I talk to people, why do you think it is? A lot of people say it's VCU, and it's the energy that comes from there. And the younger people just thinking something. I met a guy who's a football agent and NFL agent. I'm like, how'd you do that? Because I Googled it. Come on, man. I mean, yes, and that's how people learn. Google, YouTube, and you learn those things. So that is Tuesday. What you got Wednesday?
That is so we were just talking about mental health briefly earlier, and that is actually a day when we shut down completely. We don't even post anything on social media, and that is literally the day for our team to do whatever it is they want to do, but we don't want them to work. We don't want them to be on socials. It's just a rest day.
Because there's
Wellness
a lot
Wednesday.
it's Wellness Wednesday
Yeah.
and we had this conversation, what we see at fashion show, the fashion world, we just see people sitting there and the claps and the people coming up and down the runway. We don't see the mayhem and the organized chaos behind that partition and all of the things it took. So your people have been going strong for months. Monday and Tuesday happened. Now it kicks it off. We went to another gear. You kind of got to give people a little bit of a break because, we are into a time now where people sort of need breaks. So Jimmy, you're rocking and rolling, good to go. COVID happens. Now you're back. You guys never broke. You just changed things up some.
Yeah, we just kept pivoting.
Are we back to where you were pre-COVID?
Definitely. I would say definitely, but I think this is the strongest team we've ever had. And major thanks to Chanel Nelson. We brought her on as the executive director, and with just her leadership and organization and structure and vision, she's on fire. And she's been with our organization for like 6-7 years now, from being a designer to opening up her own boutique called Liznell, to fashion director and now executive director. And yeah, she's just developed an amazing team.
So before this was you, and we've had conversations with people about culture and things like that. RVA Fashion Week is you. It's you in and out. It's how it runs, sort of like you do, but you say now you pull back and explain to people what you said to me about meetings. Like you can't take meetings because right before leading up to this, because the best use of your time and the best use of helping your people. Explain to our listeners what that was like, what you meant.
Well, reasoning is, for many years, I would say yes to everyone. Like, as far as communications, people would hit me up out of all woodworks. I'd always, be willing to sit down and talk to everyone and figure out how we can work together. But right now, with the influx, I can't really accept that at the moment, because I need to devote all my attention to our team right now. Because with everyone gearing up for this coming season, there's just so many moving parts and communications happening that I need to make sure I'm accessible. And I'm also running Vagabond, so I got to make sure our venue is running straight and my team is straight there. So yeah, and I got to take care of myself,
right? Because you will run yourselves in the ground. We talked before, and we talked about you in Richmond, Vagabond there. Everything was boarded up. It seemed like we didn't know what was happening. How'd you ride out that to get Vagabond back? And now where do you see the view of the city downtown?
I see the city, definitely reopening. I see more businesses opening up down, especially down Broad Street. I see more activity, people walking around. I definitely appreciate Lester Johnson. He's my partner, Vagabond, running Mama J's, and really following his leadership through the pandemic and Vagabond staying closed. And we were just very cautious of when we actually felt comfortable reopening, because we saw so many businesses shut down, and it gave us time to revamp our business models and actually like redecorate and remodel the facilities. So it's looking the best it ever has.
Was there ever times when people are saying, yo, you guys got to open, where are you guys at? Come on now, come on. Were people saying that to you? And did you ever think about, man, are we staying closed too long? Are we being too cautious?
We got that a ton.
I know you did.
And no, I think we played it very smart. So, and especially kitchens, like kitchens are still very difficult to staff. And so we played it really smart, and we're in an amazing direction right now.
Alrighty, so we talked about Wellness Wednesday for the week. How about Thursday?
Emerging Designers. This is going to be at the Branch Museum, which we're really excited about.
That's a cool place.
Is this the first time we've ever had a museum?
It's a great question.
It seems like the way that, or at least a museum that's like this has.
We've been at the Valentine.
Valentine was sort of, you could see doing fashion at Valentine. Architectural museum, a little different.
Yeah.
Well, and so for the architecture museum, they're actually focusing on rebranding the branch more towards design. So even if you tag them on like Facebook, we'll say the Branch Museum of Architecture and Design. And so they want people to know that, like, this place stemmed from design. And so that's why, when they reach out to us to partner, and they're like one of our top sponsors for the week.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the space is beautiful. But I'll let Sherry continue.
All righty. So whenever, you know how I feel about the sponsors, because the sponsors, this is, the energy that sponsors bring is what we talk about all the time. And so this is what we should play for the sponsors, giving us the ability.
Mike King says.
All right, that's what happens. We love sponsors and advertisers. I always say microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So support them because there's a lot of great activity and action going on in town. And shout out to those guys and the folks who make it happen for you. Okay, so now you guys get hit up for everyone has a clothing line. Everybody thinks their line is it. You know, everybody, this is it. This is the hottest thing going. All I need is a platform. What's it like when you tell people, hey, you made it in? And how do you let people know, hey, you're in?
That's a Jimmy question.
How does it feel like when we let them know?
Yeah.
I mean, we're really excited because, you know.
And they're ready to explode.
Yeah, I mean, there's, you know, and the designers, they get better and better every season. And so we're just excited, you know, to provide a platform for them. So.
And actually, it's funny that you say, you know, yes, it's exciting to give people the good news, but sometimes when you reject designers, they come back next year stronger.
They come back stronger.
They're like, okay, because here's the thing. I think that
Jordan.
I know.
because I think with
People
like
cutting him.
designers and artists in general, we attach ourselves to our art, and if you lead with your ego, you're not going to succeed. And so when it shows how who is leading their brand with their heart and who is leading their brand with their ego. And so when you reject somebody and they come back even stronger, it's almost like, wow, now I even want to invest in your brand even more, because now I see that, you know, you're pouring your heart into this and you're not just leading with your ego.
One of the things that people always talk about is coming back. So what's the process to get in? So, you know, I got this line. It appeals to 63-year-old men, you know, from Philly. You know, we're good. You know, how do I get my line into RVA Fashion Week?
You want me to answer? So we'll have online applications. You'll submit that. So from that point, the directors will screen which ones they want to invite to an in-person audition.
So that's the first step. I got to get.
So online application. You get screened. If you get approved, you get invited to an in-person casting audition where we can actually check out your garments and your collection and see, you know, what you truly have. And then from that point, if we feel like you can, you know, be accepted into the season, we'll notify the designer. And then after that, you start having fittings. And then you got to see the progress of the fittings. If they can't keep up with all the collection quantity that needs to go out on the runway, then it might get cut. So it's a very vigorous process.
Okay, so once I'm in, I have to show you my work. And how much of my product do I have to bring with me at that time when I first come there to show you? A couple pieces?
It depends on your brand. I mean, we would prefer more than just a couple pieces
Okay.
because we want to see who you are as a designer. But the thing is, there's this quote that says the only thing that's harder than getting in is staying in. So if you're in and you can't keep up, don't get it twisted.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So I don't like, yo, I'm in, and then next thing you know, we're showing up at the event. No.
Yeah, there's no room for complacency.
Okay, so here I have to do things along the way to stay in.
If we're 2 weeks out from the show and your collection isn't halfway done, you're holding back the team. The team is only as strong as its or weakest as its weakest member, or strong as its weakest member. So
well, and to feed off that, that's why that's what we created the Emerging Designer Show separate from the finale, because the finale is more the professional designers and even some boutiques that have all the collections ready to go. But the emerging designers are more, this is like maybe one of their first stepping stones that really turns into a milestone for them, because we're advising them and guiding them, you know, through the process of this is what you need to do to get on the runway.
All right, we're here. RVA Fashion Week. Mike is here, talking all the outstanding things. The date of it is once again
April 17th.
April
through
17th.
April
A
23rd.
full week of activities. The emerging one is something that really is interesting because, you know, like I said, everybody has a dream and everybody wants to make things happen. Sometimes people don't know how. Like you said, there's only so many people who make it.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, so you didn't make it, you go back. Do you tell people, not maybe like why they didn't make it or what they can do to tighten up their game? Or is it, no, sorry, sorry, thank you for coming.
Usually, I think we just send an email out and
It depends. If it's just the online application,
Yeah, all you're getting is
that's
a response.
that's
Hey, you
like an
didn't make
email
it.
response. But if it's in person, there will be constructive criticism.
Okay. Already Friday.
This is the newest creation.
we're so excited.
Oh,
about
hold
this.
on a second. All right, just a minute. Jimmy, could you get my red box right there? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Budd is here with us. We spared no expense. Here you go. 1 second. Wait, 1 sec. Oh, no. Sorry, man. Sorry, that's the wrong one. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we got to talk to that sound guy. Okay, breaking news here, Jimmy. But all right, so what do we have new on Friday?
So the newest creation is the RVAFW Awards Gala. And
You're pulling
this
up.
is-
Exactly. Yo, I'm coming up in there with a top hat and tuxedo on. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
sorry.
We're glad that you say that because anyone who's listening to this and you're going to the gala, look your best. I don't want to see no jeans, no t-shirt, no sneakers. I want you on your best
I already got your
behavior.
tickets.
And so now you know when you come to Fashion Week, people are creative, people are bolder or daring. You know, for me, for people who don't know, is this more like the Met or is this like the Academy Awards?
I would say the Met.
I'm kind of thinking
You
this
know-
may be a little bit, you know, you're
Yeah.
gonna see some stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
You're gonna see some stuff. Okay. All right. And so that's how does that new creation come about and where is it gonna be at?
All right, so to make sure that RVA Fashion Week is as inclusive as possible in the community, we wanted to create the award so people who might not be participating can still be rewarded and or just appreciated on especially on social media. So we have over 300 nominations that have been sent in for this gala. And it's in partnership with Shaka Records.
Okay, shout out to those guys.
Carlos, Craig, Reese, and then we're supporting the Riff Arts Institute. And so this is like the trifecta of fashion, music, and film under one roof.
Yeah, because if there's a stylish man, it is that man, Craig Martin. Anytime anybody tells you they rocking red sneakers, shoes all the time.
Yeah.
That's a definite person who stands out. And Carlos, I mean, it makes sense that you guys are doing this with Shaco. You know, they're on the cutting edge of the music. You're right there with the fashion. So that is
the film.
No.
Yeah.
Because the last time I was there, they were at the Bird Theater. And that was, I mean, the work that they're doing, like there are a ton of things happening here in Richmond. All right, so you put that together. What can people expect that night? First of all, we're going to be suited, as my mom would say, suited and booted. Shout out to hey, Mr. Tucker, how you doing out there? Oh, Heather, Lisa Triney was on too. Shout out to my partner Lisa Triney.
What's up, Lisa?
And also, Dana, happy, congratulations. Tell the Samars, you guys give me a call back. My man Samar Lemons, he is the host of the Lemon Drop. He broke his neck playing football, and so now he's a talk show host. And so he talks about overcoming adversity, things like that. So shout out to my man Samar Lemons, the host of the Lemon Drop as well. Mr. Tucker out there really doing some great things as far as moving. So if you ever need moving, make sure you check out Vincent Tucker. See, that's the NASCAR in me. You step out the car and you start talking sponsors because you got to. All righty, so come to the event Friday. Don't come up in there, no. Yeah, did you see the look on her face? Is like, no.
You know what? I'm so to be mistaken. I'm like the Anna Wintour of Richmond Fashion Week. I'm like,
no.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So you're that way. What's in for men? See, Jimmy, I put the jacket on because Jimmy came today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd fallen into the habit of the the sports talk show host,
Mm.
rocking my name. I would say he's a
Mhm.
dapper man right there. So what's hot for okay, yeah. So for men, and tell me how we're doing the athletic, the academic and urban. How are we putting that together?
Well, I think right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that we're getting to the point in social media and society where we're kind of stripping things down. So like not too flashy when it comes to brands. I mean, with the way the economy is going right now,
Exactly.
you look a little bit
Out of place.
out of place. You're walking around with LV everywhere,
Yeah. Everybody's like, where he
so
get that from?
more minimalist, a lot just showing who you are through your clothes rather than being reliant on brands to speak on
Okay.
who you are.
All right, so that is Friday. Saturday.
That is our exchange boutique show. So that is our opportunity to really showcase a lot of the local boutiques that are around here.
Luxury base.
Yes, and it's called the Exchange.
And that's at the Graduate Hotel.
Ooh, okay.
They got a really cool, the 13th floor is it's dedicated for event space.
And I'll be hosting, so you better be there.
So now you're hosting on Saturday again.
Mhm.
Okay. And so what type of event is Saturday?
It's more of like a beauty. There's going to be different boutique vendors, correct?
And then a fashion show.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the update on Sneaker Fest?
Sneaker Fest. So that's going to be Fall Fashion Week.
Oh,
First
so
week of
that-
October.
So when you
Friday,
put that
Saturday.
together, that's what that was. That was a fall thing. You
Yeah.
always okay.
Mhm.
Because people were asking about that.
So our fall is geared more towards streetwear, and our spring is more formal.
Oh,
Mhm.
see, for people, one second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the mic, Mike King. I got 1 second here. We right back. Excuse me.
Yep.
This is live radio. I'll be back. So, Jimmy, keep telling me about Fashion Week. I'll be right back.
All right, so we're closing out Sunday at the Bon Secours Training Center, and we have 7 designers. We'll be supporting Ford Foundation with Andrea Starr, and we're super thankful for Dominion Energy, Diamonds Direct, Hanbury, the Closet
Hanbury.
Factory.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, Hanbury Architect. Yeah, they just actually sponsored. They got involved yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And so we're excited to really close out at Bon Secours again. We've done some really awesome shows there, and yeah.
Alrighty, so on the mic, Mike King is back. That is the way things work around here. So I know you guys were just happy to have you guys in studio with us. Alrighty, so Sunday is the finale. Sunday is the finale. Let's talk about that. And you're looking at me like, why is he standing up? I noticed the look. Let me just go ahead and have a seat right here because
Hey, it's your office. You do
Exactly.
whatever you want.
But
I'm
you
just a
already told me
visitor.
you're Annalyn Thor with the look. I'm surprised you didn't bust out the sunglasses to be like, alrighty, back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday.
So I just went into the Sunday.
See, if I was here, I would
You would have known.
I would have known. Okay, we are here Sunday. Fashion Week is upon us. What is the date once again? The 17th?
The 17th to the 23rd.
Alrighty. And so spring is formalish. Fall is
Streetwear. And then we launched Swim Week. So that's a statewide brand. So it's called Virginia Swim Week.
okay.
And we'll be closing out in Virginia Beach mid-August.
So when it's all over, said and done, let's talk about the shout out to the folks. Everyone always sees the people in front of the camera. Everybody sees the models and they're out there. Let's talk about the love that you guys give for the people behind, that being hair, makeup, all the things. I remember, I think when Nikki was here before, they had said for a 6 o'clock show, people are there at 7 in the morning or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we don't even sleep. That's just the truth.
The marathon.
Yeah. I mean, that week, it's just gonna fly by so fast.
Yeah, and shout out to Brittany Johnson. She's our beauty director. She's building an amazing beauty team coming in the week. And Ryan Asia, he's our creative
Shout out
director.
to Ryan Asia.
Ryan Asia is the man.
Yes, he is. I mean, his photos And it's not just, he's like a Renaissance man too. You know, he is. He's like, he went to, I mean, you're cool too, Jimmy. Don't, sorry about that. But Ryan, on the other hand, you know, he's that guy who just walks in. Yeah, I'm doing really cool things.
He's the Asian Clooney.
He is. You know, he knows all of the cool people.
Yeah.
You know, he said, "Oh, I was in Miami. You know, I was in New York doing the things." He's just taking the pictures, and then he's real low key with it too. Hold up a sec. Let me click, and he's there. Building a team, Jimmy. That's what you've done. I mean, you got a crew. You got a crew.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. And so when people talk about building crews, so you have the fashion week, people know you there. People know you with the fashion. I mean, look at you. And then you do the vagabond thing. How do you, from a business entrepreneur, how do you put stuff and pieces in place?
Really, it boils down to making sure I handle myself before I walk out the door and leading the teams the best humanly possible. And that means just, you know, I want to make sure I'm brightening every single person's day with positive energy and, you know, helping facilitate however I can, because if I can stay cool, calm, composed, leading everyone, then they're going to take that same energy and provide it to the consumer or to the other teammates as well.
There you go. Alrighty, as we get out, as I always say, like in church, I do come from some preacher, I'd be remiss. Gotta talk about mom and dad. And so your parents always come down. Shout out to them.
Tony and James.
That's right. So coming down from Philly. And so your mom yesterday hit me up and she said they were going to the game this weekend. And I had to say, embarrassingly, I haven't touched sports since my Eagles. And then it hurt from the Phillies before that. Talk about the support of mom and dad coming down for the shows.
Man, they are incredible.
They're celebrities too when they come. I mean, to not live here, everybody knows them.
Yeah. Everyone, yeah.
Everybody knows them here.
And yeah, I'm forever grateful for their support. It's endless. They come down every season, and you know, having that extra encouragement and you know, unbelievable energy, you know, helps me through that crazy week because I'm not really sleeping at all. And so just knowing that they're there by my side, you know, make sure that I get out of bed at the right time.
Yeah, and also I see the other family members hit you up and show you support too. So you
my
got
sisters,
okay, there you go. You got it. You got to give a shout out. That's what we do here.
Yep, Megan, Carrie, Matt, Justin.
It's a bunch. Is that many of y'all?
Nephews, yeah.
Damn. Okay. On the mic of Mike, Sherry, we are here. Urban
Academy.
Urban. How do we find that?
We are right now on Instagram, Urban Academy FS, and then we also have a website, urbanacademyfs.com.
And once again, putting together the urban side, the academic side. That's nice there.
I'll get you a merch. I'll get you a t-shirt or something.
It's on. So let's really quickly. I know Jimmy, so you guys got to go. Are people still wearing the man satchel, the merce?
Yes.
I mean, so what are they wearing now? They're wearing the vest now with the.
They're also wearing, what is it? The
don't do that. Don't do that.
The fanny.
Certain things need to stay gone.
Yeah,
certain because that just says old person. I'm old with some slippers and some Crocs and socks on at Disney.
Yeah.
With a fanny pack.
Yeah.
And the fanny pack is not empty.
Well, they're wearing
that bad. I know they're
wearing like a badge of honor now.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Eagle Scout.
You know, when you let old people get hold of something, it's a wrap because we're like, yo, remember, you don't come to me for new stuff. I'm talking stuff in the 90s. You know, I was the man back in the day. Well, sorry, that was 30 years ago. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
We're bringing positivity here.
That's what I'm talking. That's what the show is. We do positivity here. The Lord have mercy. Alrighty, so here we are having Fashion Week. Friday's the day that stands out to me. Don't come there looking crazy. This is come sharp. Okay, come correct, or don't go big or stay home. Like that's right. We're gonna be out there. It's an exciting week, Jimmy, Sherry. We'd like to thank you guys for coming in. It is always a pleasure. And like I said, we're gonna keep this going because we're gonna show love to the designers year round to showcase what they're doing because one is the fashion side, but it's the business side. You know,
Mhm.
how do you take something that's an idea? You're everyone, you know, everyone who can cook don't need to own a restaurant.
Mm-mm.
Because everybody who could make some clothes, you
Could
can
be a
do that.
designer.
And so we're talking whether it's clothes, earrings, accessories, all those things. For a person who wants to get involved with Fashion Week, how do they do it?
They can actually go on to www.rvafw.com, and we have volunteer applications up as you
Yeah.
speak.
The lady right here, she has a daughter. She looks like a model, tall and slim.
Cool.
And so, all right, so we got to run on the mic and mic, as I always say. You know, the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff.
My name is Isabel, and you're listening to My King Biz. Hubby, that's my scam.
On the mic and mic, RVA Fashion Week, they are the best. I'm proud to be rocking with them. We got to go on the mic and mic. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks now. Bye.